Hello, I'm Joslin Coggan, and I am a rising senior at Duke University, majoring in global health and political science. This summer, I worked as an intern with the Margolis Center for Health Policy and Duke Global Health Innovation Center on COVID vaccine research. I decided to apply for the Margolis Internship program to gain insight into what a career in global health may look like. I'm interested in working in global health from either a legal or policy perspective, and would one day like to have a career that involves addressing health disparities at a system level and working to improve and restructure the institutions that lead health initiatives. The Margolis Center uses research to inform policy decisions and promote initiatives which address inequities in healthcare. This was a great experience to really connect how research is shared and communicated effectively so it is incorporated into policy changes. This experience definitely cemented my desire to work in global health, but really highlighted the challenges of gaining support for equitable health policies. It seems intuitive that policy should reflect scientific findings and equitable access to care, but unfortunately, this is not always the case. I think the biggest difference between this internship and past learning experiences was how fast the information changed. The numbers and policies pertaining to COVID vaccines would change daily. This means I was constantly needing to update deliverables and shift focus on what was most relevant or newsworthy that week. This made the experience very engaging, but it also added a new challenge because I was always needing to find new sources and my work plan would change frequently. I worked with the COVID-19 vaccine research team of the Launch and Scale Speedometer initiative. My team would send out a weekly update, which included relevant vaccine news and insights, as well as updated data on the procurement, purchase deals, donations, and manufacturing of COVID vaccines globally. My primary role was updating vaccine manufacturing deals on a weekly basis and export data. Additionally, one of my favorite roles was the impromptu tasks I would be given when someone from our listserv, such as the media, would ask us to pull something specific from our data. For example, I would provide specific vaccine numbers on the G7 countries close to the G7 meeting earlier in the summer. My team would communicate a lot over Microsoft Teams and email throughout the week. We also had weekly meetings where we could check in as a group face-to-face. We all worked on different parts of the weekly update, so we would frequently ask questions or get feedback from other team members throughout the week in order to be able to send out the completed update on Friday. The weekly update also included a blog about a topic we felt was relevant to global vaccines. I was tasked with writing 2 of these blogs throughout the summer. I was a little nervous about writing the blogs because it was sent out to our listserv, which is over 200 people, and we would frequently get comments or feedback about our updates. However, my team was very supportive and would provide feedback at all stages of the writing process, from initial topic selection to doing final edits before the blog was sent out. And I would receive feedback from a lot of different people on the team, including graduate students, research assistants, my mentor, and other members of the vaccine research team. My research team was working on COVID vaccine research, which is incredibly relevant and ever-changing. It was very rewarding to work on assembling and sharing data about the vaccines, which was unique and not being done by many other groups. I felt I was contributing to sharing the most relevant and up-to-date information about the vaccines, which is crucial to assess the state of the pandemic and inform policy to mitigate the harms of future waves. This was disheartening at times, though, because although supplies is increasing in vaccine production, a huge portion of the world's population still does not have access to vaccines. I think the most challenging aspect of the internship was the fact that it was remote. I really feed off of in-person interactions, so it was sometimes challenging to stay motivated when working remotely from home. Also, I couldn't just walk down the hall to ask a question or set up a meeting, but I would have to form an email and go online. With that said, the most surprising aspect was how frequently I would speak with members of my team. I feel I made a connection with several members of the team despite working in a different state or country. I appreciate the effort everyone made to communicate frequently despite not being in the same physical space. I had a great experience interning with the Margolis Health Policy Center and Launch and Skill Initiative. I'm so appreciative of my team and their constant support. I also really benefited from the weekly journal clubs, seminars, and skill building workshops through the Margolis Center. The additional components of the internship program helped build my skills to effectively communicate research and view my project through a health equity lens.